This is why daggers is nice because you can just like kind of kill them, run away, get them up a little bit more. Hope that you do enough damage that they bleed out. Hello and welcome to my beginner's guide to Conan. This is a little let's play for Age of War Chapter 2 to help you get started on the game if you are new. I'll be putting in a couple of advanced tips just for people who do like to do the more advanced stuff, but I will be keeping it fairly more simple and more beginner friendly just to get you all to know the ins and outs of the game a bit better. If you're a returning player, there'll be a bunch of content in here that you'll find helpful as well because there's new content to the game and this is on a test live server currently. So you'll be able to learn what's some of the new changes as well. So one of the very first things you want to do when you spawn in after making your character is run along the broken highway until you find this little area here, talk to the box, take all from the box. You already spawn in with a food and a water skin, and it's like weird that it does this. There's also another water skin hiding somewhere. I always miss it. I think it's just there. You can collect that in a little note. That's pretty useless, but you get a nice little story. You can also talk to the god tablet back there. I don't really usually do that. I like to do the journey steps because they do give you a decent chunk of XP without having to do like going to crazy areas and harvesting endgame resources to rush leveling. So it's a nice way if you're just pottering along to potter along. General harvesting and killing mobs at this level is pretty decent XP anyway. I need more fibers. Dang it, I ran past all the fibers. Oh, there's more up here. But we pretty much want to make our way up to somewhere along the river. We'll make our first little hut somewhere along here and then make multiple huts as I like to hut hop anyway. You don't have to be restricted to building just one base unless you are playing on a server that happens to have rules that say you can only have one base, and then you can only do that. But you can destroy your old one when you found your new one. I do have 4 times harvest on because that is official PvP settings, if you're wondering why so many. And I am playing under the rest of PvP official settings because that's what I usually do play if I'm not playing modded Conan. If you do like modded Conan and you are a returning player and you want to mix up your game a bit, check out Sanctum of Cthulhu. It's a really fun community over there. It is PvE, but they do have a PvP server on Sipta and lots of events that they host where we can fight and things. So it's really fun over there. I highly advise it if you're bored of the regular Conan life. Unfortunately, if you play on console, that's not really an option because mods aren't really an option because they suck. 1 more plant fibers. I was really hoping there was going to be plant fibers here. There'll be some more. Before I get too much further, I wouldn't mind placing a bedroll maybe, or at least crafting a bedroll so I can place it. Gaining a weapon so I can kill some turtles and other beasties that will be down here. Protect myself a smidge. It's not too far to run from the spawn area anyway, but I'd prefer to not have to. To learn a weapon, you go to knowledge points in your inventory. I like to unlock a few different things along my way, but as we only have a couple of points available and I rather want a weapon, I'm going to unlock warrior, get that. You can also unlock, wait, did that cost me no points? It doesn't even cost me points. Cool. Well, go along and unlock all of them then. So how they used to cost points. It's been a minute. We'll get all the things. Option. And then you will see all these other crafty. We want to try and get to iron tools, but not necessary because there are some other little tips and tricks that I will go into because it's pretty standard gameplay these days. So it's what I will be doing to get some edge in my beginning game, and I'll bring you all along for the ride too. But it is mostly why I want to kind of stay in this middle desert area for a bit, and I'm not rushing anywhere like the jungle or Sepumar or the north straight away. If you are questioning why, I have reasons. You shall see. Spend attribute points. There's different things that you can go with your points. I like to usually go expertise, strength, and vitality when I'm starting off because I find those the most beneficial. And then I will mind wipe later and change whatever. Lots of people like to also just put points in agility. Strength gives you some encumbrance points as well, so I usually do go a strength weapon straight away. But if you want to use something like daggers, you want to put points into agility and just have a lot more stamina and a little less carry capacity and focus a little bit more on expertise straight away. So there's definitely options. Daggers are nice because they're very quick and they add bleed, and you can choose a lot of things that way, and it could be worthy to do. But for now, I'm going to put points into a few different things because I also want to try to get tier 1 of vitality as soon as possible to save on heals. I might even put 2 points in that straight away, 1 point in expertise, and then I'll decide whether I'm going to go strength or agility. I do like the prospect of daggers. gather some more bits. If you want sticks, you can hit a tree with an axe and you'll get lots of sticks. Or if you find a stick on the ground and you hit it with an axe, you will also get lots of sticks from it. It's pretty important to gather up these aloe bushes when you see them because you'll be able to make some heals in your pocket with them and later on some heals in a bench. And it's not found everywhere, so you definitely want to grab it when you can see it for now. And these little egg piles, you can't turn them into turtles. You gotta get these babies, but I don't usually bother with that either. Hack him up, get some food and some free leather. Some turtles aren't aggressive, which is pretty cool. Some are. Yeah, the eggs are nice food and water on your little journey as well, so they're good to get. These imps aren't too hard to fight for some beginning levels. And just basically mine everything. There's a stick. So you get heaps of sticks from hitting that. Mine everything you see in the beginning levels to get higher levels quicker. And you can just drop things you don't want. You don't have to keep it all because you'll come by more pretty quickly. And it's not really worth like building right now unless you happen to find something super cool and you can build a little hut. I usually wait until my little journey step gets there before I build something. But I am also scarred from the old purge system where you used to get purged as soon as, well, they would start the timer as soon as you placed a thing. But at the moment, I'm going to make my way to this little area just to put a little hut so I can try and get some stuff off the NPCs near there. And it'll give me a little base point. I can empty my pockets. I have to put less stuff in encumbrance. If you are planning on traveling further up the map straight away, it is definitely good to put some fighty points in because you will likely get ganked, either by players on a multiplayer server or by crazy enemies. They're usually pretty dumb for the most part though, so don't worry too hard. Oh, more eggs. That's an aggressive turtle. So the search for more survivors, I may have to kill myself and go back to the little starty area because I'm not sure if the exiles will count or not. Maybe I'll run over here and talk to this guy. Is that a one skull? Yeah. Okay. Well, he'd be cool to kill because he can drop some fun things, but probably not at this second. Oh no, that's okay. I'm just killed myself to spawn in the desert so I can backtrack a little bit to get this very easy journey step done. My fault for running so far away. Sure, let's gather the branches while we're here too. Then I'm going to remove my bracelet again and spawn on my bedroll this time. And this way I will also be able to harvest my body for some stuff, some leathers. I accidentally spawned here twice, so that's fun. Let's harvest some stone with our pick. Craft a stone weapon. I think I am going to go agility. I'm feeling agility this run. I usually go strength, but what? Is it still doing that bullshit? I feel like they fixed that when it crafts the thing that you don't have and then it goes away. I don't know. Can I pick up my bedroll? That worked. Nice. Economizing on the bedrolls. Slay an enemy. I reckon I could probably slay one of them. I want to harvest me first. Also a good way to get arms for blood, and hopefully I'll get a leg. Oh, that's rigor mortis. Can't harvest that one. You can only harvest yourself so much. A severed arm, that's okay. It is a strength weapon, but in comparison to the damage that does, free weapon. I'm also going to want to craft a few heals. It's going to want me to do that in a minute anyway. But before I go slay some things, because it's single player and I left the area, that turtle's probably not over there anymore because that's the thing that happens. Put a few more points into there so I can move. Almost have regen. So close. I reckon this will count. It did. Well, no, you can be slun too. Slain? Slun. On. Harvest meat from a corpse. I probably need a meat cleaver for that. What is happening? Why didn't that not count? Okay. Don't need head. Really feel my water skins. It's a bit of a slow journey when you're starting out like this, but yeah, it is what it is. Now I can continue going this way a little bit. Up to my destination. Hopefully not get messed up by too many hyenas, as there are a lot of hyenas up this way and they're pretty creepy. There's a big bus croc there, but you can no longer get a box, so he's not wildly worth it anymore. Not this early on the game anyway. So we're making our way kind of up towards here. let's not run up that way because there will be hyenas. Oop, they're coming for me. No. It's the arm. They're coming for the smell of the meat. I'm taunting them with it. I am going to just whack them over the head, though, if they try some shit. Ah. So for my safety, I think like maybe up here. As they cannot get up here. I usually build over there, but I have to kill some of them first. So that's not happening right this second. Now to build your first little hut, you are going to need a building hammer, which is, or construction hammer rather. Craft that guy up, equip him, press F to access the things you want. I'm just obviously going to build a little sandstone something for now in case there is a sandstorm. I will be safe inside. I will not die from it. Something big enough to place a few little bench things. Sure, let's go there. I'm going to spend some time, harvest a few resources, and then finish building this. First, we probably want to learn something like fireplace, so we can pop a couple of resources in him that we don't really need to take out with us. Cook some of our meat while we're waiting. I will use that. Cook this meat because it's better. This meat will cook first, which I don't like. That annoys me. And you can even cook some gruel by putting grass and seeds together, which will give you food and water and a little bit of sated, as much as these things really. If you happen to really need some food in a pinch, put those things in and probably place another bedroll. Now, obviously on a multiplayer server, you want to have that enclosed because people could just come by and steal your shit. I don't really care right now. You can alternatively also build a box. It's a little bit more expensive and I don't have it currently unlocked. It's not too bad to unlock and we might as well because there are some journey steps involved with the box. I need to get a little bit of metal, which is around here, and then I can get that metal, then it will respawn. It's not very much. I will have to take on some hyenas. But I have my trusty bedroll. Who's around this corner? Now I'm going to go in and try and fight some guys there at Sinner's Refuge. Oh, here's the metal. Did not get very much. Now you've completed your journey, you probably want to claim that because you get some nice rewards and then you can go on to the next one, which is also going to give you some fun rewards. And again, keep going through or changing whichever ones apply to you. Like I could do that one and get a reinforced box now. Certain ones are unlocked depending on level or depending on unlocking certain stuff in your knowledge points or touching certain places. It does depend. One of the first things we do also want to build would be a furnace. So I'm going to have to go through and learn that. And I can't quite yet because I have to be level 10. So I want to mine a couple more stuff until I can learn furnace, apparently. Joy. Pop my rocks in there. Those in there now too. What did I get in there? A bunch of sticks. That's kind of shit. It is a bit random. So you can get something a bit better than sticks. Just not guaranteed. Cut down some trees. I did already build a foundation. Bark trees are pretty decent levels. Oh, yeah, like I said, pretty much everything is. But I can use bark as some fuel. There is a bit more metal around here too, which I should possibly go get and put in my furnace. But for now, I'm going to do some of the journey steps. If you build something you don't like, you can get rid of it and you get back the exact amount that you spent for the most part, unless it's damaged. So that is nice. You can build something and then if you don't like it. So I probably want a door. Now it wants me to build the door frame. Into ahead of myself. Instead of going and pressing F, you can also press your middle mouse button or whatever you have that set to select stuff, which is nice. If you already have it out, that is. So I actually wanted to build this a little bit higher. I don't need anything too crazy, but I would like to be able to fit my furnaces. I don't even need a ceiling for now particularly. Although we can afford one, so we'll place it. I can always use that as another floor for something later on, but this will fit a little wheel of pain in it eventually, or gibbets, or whatever you choose to use for your taming. So the journey step wants me to place a wooden box now, so that's fun. But even if you've already placed one, you can access it for the most part, and that will kind of track it back. If you are on a multiplayer server, it is also advisable to hold E and then lock your box. You can also move stuff around pretty easily without emptying it, which is very handy. I love that addition. in. So I could even place this on top of, yeah, usually you can. On the big chests you can. Just on the ridge above, seeing what I can't find from maybe one of these little camps. As the loot boxes have been pretty buffed, it is worth risking it sometimes. But mostly I was coming over here to get some coal because that's decent levels. And my base is just down through that crack. I chose to take the wide way around. Fairly sure there's some more metal too. I don't want to run in there yet because that's crazy over at the summoning place. And I'm almost at level 10 where I can make a furnace, which is definitely something you want to get going straight away so you can move up in tiers of benches. Make stuff for cheaper. So now we're at level 10-ish. We want to unlock furnace and carpenter and iron tools, tanner, a few things like that, bed probably, so then we can utilize our bedroll somewhere else. You do have mildly limited points, so don't go too crazy. A thralling wheel wouldn't be a horrible idea either, especially if you're built in the location where I'm at, because you can get some pretty cool ones. That's basically what I'm going to unlock for now. Maybe armor. Put your stone and your coal in your furnace, start smelting that down. It won't be any cheaper for the more furnace level increase you go, but it will hold more inventory slots and go a little quicker, I'm fairly sure as well, the next upgrade. But things like the carpenter's bench will actually make shape wood for cheaper in the more upgraded benches. It's 7 in the bench upgrade from this and then 5 in the most advanced one. So it's definitely something that's worth upgrading because that's quite expensive and you need shape wood to upgrade. So you kind of need to build some of these first or do a lot of looting of boxes and hope that you get those resources. If you happen to have any iron, you might as well pop that in there for now too, because we are aiming to build a blacksmith bench. It's not super necessary even for weapons or tools, can kind of help you get some of the things that we are going to do, but I'm able to do it with a stone mace or whatever. It just takes a little bit longer. You can do it with a dead leg or a severed arm from your body, but we'll probably go ahead over there in a moment and I'll show you what I'm talking about. As I didn't really gather much aloe up, I do need to go down and get some aloe. That was a bit silly not grabbing it on my way past. It is definitely advisable to get a bunch of that up. Do think there's some down by the boss crog, but we're going to be heading this way regardless because we're going to go fight a blood crystal rock nose. Try and get ourselves some blood crystal. Oh, I forgot there was this little bit of aloe here. That's kind of handy. I'm going to try and slay as much as I can to get some levels up to fight the rock nose so it doesn't take me 4,000 fucking years. Doing things like skinning also gives you pretty decent-ish XP at these low levels, so it's kind of worth doing. Get some extra hides for tanning, extra important on PvP. And gather all of the aloe I see. I want to fight this kappa. Make you bleed. Oh, there's so many of you here. So even without any points in agility, this bleed's just like really helpful for killing these guys. Get a mix of stuff with max. Hitting things like the different colored lotus, not necessarily the yellow lotus, but them and the different mushrooms and flowers and things are really good levels. Black ice and obsidian in some of the high grade areas are amazing levels. I'd have a different leveling guide for that on my ILLIBET gaming channel. If you hit a grub with a tool, you'll get many grubs. I also want to go kill this guy down on the beach because he will give me some armor. Although most things give you armor these days, to be fair. I want him to fight him. Okay, he was distracted, so I was able to get in. No. Good. Wasn't scared for a second. Okay, that's nice. Got some encumbrance boots. That's going to help my life slightly. With all that commotion, I forgot to do my journey step. I have to still target lock an enemy. Which is unfortunately turned off on a lot of servers. People don't like target lock with fighty for PvP, which is fair enough. It's pretty cheesy. Hopefully these guys will kill each other and I'll be able to steal their things. There's a lot of crocodiles. Just bleed them all up. Ooh, okay, run away, run away. You unfortunately can't heal very well in the water, but can hopefully heal enough while they're distracted. Okay. It's also better when there's less of them. Nope, aggroed more of them. Oh, this is going to be a long, arduous journey. Okay, took out a fair few of them. Here's a random gruel. Another dead dude down there. Do I risk it? I want to... Oh, dancer stuff. Oh, definitely don't want them on. I don't want to be too full. Oh, baby crocodile. Of course, it just had some crap. Anyway, we're done here. We'll head up this way. On to our original mission. There's another guy we can kill, or possibly found already killed by a crocodile on the other side of this bridge, just a little bit further up, so I might do that. And hope he drops something different than boots. Do some passive healing along my run. There's also a fair few exiles that are pretty easy to take out. No! So I also have to sunder an enemy, but didn't manage to do that with him. Whoops. Well, he dropped nothing. That was very annoying, and I guess I'm going to try and kill an exile. I'm going to try my luck with these fellas over here. Fully sidetracked from my mission. Oh, he had a bow. If only I'd kept all those arrows from earlier. No. You die. Some shitty repair kits. That'll come in a bit handy. I'm going to get the iron because that'll give me a little bit of levels. I'll probably drop it though. Just on our way up, right here underneath the base of the bridge, there's a little emote that we can learn. It has proven wise to travel together. My companion has crafted a crude stone sword, one which he applied with great strength to an aggressive crocodile. I cowered in fear when the monster attacked, and I am thankful to my companion for both the protection and the sustenance the flesh of the beast provided. It tasted like chicken. We have decided to venture further north following the river. My companion has taken an interest in the black walls of the ruined city. I am less enthusiastic about the prospects of a safe haven there, and he is not wrong. One day I'll go through and read all the emote journals. Little tablet you can touch here. And also around this area is where you learn the yoga religion. So we'll go up and talk to him also. Harvest a bunch of this stuff. It's a nice little source of dry wood without having to dry your wood and wait the time. There's also a crystal cave just below us, full of imps. Right here. Pretty easy to learn. Then just down here we are going to find the rock nose that we are after. He's pretty dumb. You can't make him bleed, unfortunately. So something like the severed arm is going to be a little bit more beneficial because he does sunder. And you'll just take him out a little bit quicker. He's pretty stupid, so he shouldn't hurt me too much with any luck. But specifically, you're looking for golems with these red crystals because... Red golems? Well, look for them too. The rock noses, because these are the ones that have the resources that we particularly want at the moment. There are other good ones, but they're up by the volcano. We'll talk about them in another video. So yeah, he's done bugger all damage to me. He's almost dead. This has been pretty quick. And because I'm on single player, I can just leave the area and come back and he'll respawn. I don't have to wait for the timer, half an hour, depending on your server settings. Obviously, the better level tool you use, the more you're going to get. And I need much more than that. So this is going to take a bit, but I get levels at the same time, so it's not the worst. And we can also head over by the dregs here at the Tafari camp and get another one that they're often killing and maybe even get some loot on our way. I'm probably going to place another bedroll because I'll likely die and I'd prefer not to run all the way back till I'm done. Because I would like to also swing by the sorcery cave on my journey back. We'll see how I go. There's another rock nose up here also. So this is one of the things that I recommend doing first off is definitely getting these rock noses because we'll make our way over in the next episode to a place called Mechamoses' Spire, just up here, which was added in the Age of Sorcery. Well, it was always there. It was where you learned the set religion, but changed in the Age of Sorcery to have some different stuff there. And then the Age of War kind of abolished some of the things that were there, but you can still get some decent weapons and cool things from traders at the Spire. But you need blood crystal to trade in to get some obelus, so that's pretty much what we're doing here. Because I left the area, these guys are back. We're gonna get them. Or maybe he was always there and I just didn't kill him the first time. Well, regardless, I left far enough for that other guy to come back. Hopefully he drops something this time, or I'll be awfully miffed. Yeah, okay. I'll take your meats. Oh yeah, no, they are back. Their bodies are just still here too. Oh, is that a weapon? It's a cleaver. That's cool. I like that they added that in. You can also find Flotsam now on the Exiled Lands, which is pretty cool for beginning base buildings. Nice. Let's run over here, and then I'll do my rest of my little Rocknose adventure. Sometimes the crocodile kills them. It looks like the crocodile is not back for some reason, but I should be able to kill them. Okay. Well, didn't drop my desired outcome, but did have some things at least. That's nice of them. Now we're going to make our way up this way. If you don't know, you can use numlock as auto run. So you can open your map while you're running. You can open your inventory and craft things while you're running. If you change any of your direction buttons, you'll stop. You just press again. You can press shift. You can no longer swim when you're over encumbered though. It used to be nice. You used to be able to be over encumbered and swim quickly down the river. That's not a thing anymore. Now, in fact, you swim even slower than you walk, and I don't advise it. But it is a nice little way to AFK swim up in a straight line to your destination. So before we get all the way up there, I've got to place a bedroll. I don't trust myself, not dying. It should be far enough away, hopefully. We're going to see. You don't have to do a death run through the camp. You can walk the long way around, but there's hyenas up there anyway. And there's a couple of recipes I wouldn't mind touching here. Like the Dafari weapons. You can also get the Dafari banners. There's an emote. There's a bunch of boxes. It's worthy trying to like slowly kill them. So you can get some of the boxes, but yeah, we'll see how I go. They have changed some of the spawns here, would seem. There's less dudes, but this is where you learn Dafari banners. Get caught on it. Dafari weapons. There's some sorcerers over there. I might be able to kill those. Well, these guys first. Let's see. Whoa. Oop. I can slowly take them out. I like that he's just standing there and taking it. That's fun. He's like, oh no, I couldn't possibly fight back. Nice. Got some better gloves. These will give me some strength weapon damage, which isn't wildly beneficial to me right at this second. I, of course, crafted a shield and then instantly got given one. Who's going to aggro first? This guy? Let's see. Come on. Sometimes you can kind of just take them out while they're derping. So he should hopefully bleed to death now. Nice. Okay, just in time for her to come. Generally wait for them to attack a little bit or do something dumb like that and go around behind them. It's a little bit harder with daggers, although you can flip and thrust forward as well with light attack. Ooh, a skirt. We like that for us. And another skirt. Which one has the more durability? And drop the one that doesn't. Some of this other crap. I forgot I had some agility points and an arrow and a bow and some free arrows. And I may as well attempt to use them. Okay, that's not working out so well for me. Ah! He's crazier than I anticipated. No. Try that again. Maybe from a rock? I don't think they'd be able to get me up here. Maybe. We'll see. Oh, they're going to do this bullshit. I hate it that they return home. Like, how are you meant to cheese stuff? So dumb. Let's repair my daggers so they don't break mid-fight. Ah. So that one dude should bleed out. And I just have the sorcerer to mess with. So they'll bleed out too. Just gotta wait for it to happen. Did loot him? Yeah. Nice. I forgot you get such an excessive amount of decorations out of boxes, but it's okay because I have my encumbrance food. I don't need that, but I'm going to take it. Like, who needs 10 Dafari wind chimes? That's so crazy. Bleed out, my pretties. Yes. Oh, there's a fancier box with just meat in it. Kill this guy. There's another sorcerer. weird though, because I'm pretty sure you can't trade in sorcerer's skulls unless they have kind of added a way to do that. Maybe they add treasure to your coffer. I'm pretty sure they don't. There's an emo here of comb hair. It dropped the excessive amount of wind chimes. Did get a bed. Loot boxes have been fixed in a lot of ways, but they're still lackluster in a lot of others. Keep your eye out for some pre-crafted weapons now, because yeah, they've added that. Like you see my a yog cleaver. You may even find some cool stuff around here. Am I going to be able to loot him now? Good. Got some Skelos clothing. That's useless to me. It will give me some ash if I dismantle it. Probably don't need that bad boy. Yeah, they've definitely nerfed the amount of dudes here. It's kind of nice. It was a bit crazy before. Nope. This is why daggers is nice, because you can just like kind of kill them, run away, get them up a little bit more. Hope that you do enough damage that they bleed out. Whoop. I don't think I've got the Dregs dungeon at the moment because they've upgraded that. They drop nothing a lot more often now too if you're familiar with the game. They used to drop a lot more stuff if you're unfamiliar with the game. Nothing else fun to loot here. That was just my crap I dropped. Yeah. So right up here there will be a rock nose that we will try to get. We may even try to see if these guys will fight it for us. There he is. So they'll fight him for us and then we waste less of our effort and hopefully they die a little bit. I may also want to get prepared for not being so full by dropping a few random things. They're still trying to get me. You can't get me. Now I'm going to put the point in encumbrance. Okay, then we drop down and we use this to harvest him. Get a couple of blood crystal. We got a much better lot that time. Oh! I forgot they buffed the brutes. At least my bedroll's not too far away. I should be able to grab my stuff and run. Okay, grab my stuff. Oh, heavy. Oh, because it died. I don't have my lasting feast anymore. No. That's okay. Okay, let's not get one hit by him again. I do need to kind of run up past him, which sucks. I just got to be quick about it, I guess. Oh, there's more loot boxes here. Another, ooh, a named sorcerer. And that brute. Fuck that. Make our way up. You can touch the obelisk that's located just here if you like. It's a little bit finicky to get up there. You can build something to get up there. Well, close enough anyway. Rude. Junior obelisk. Leave this hellhole. No, we're heading up now just to this little area. This last blood crystal rock nose is pretty easy to find just up this little location. You can do a little bit of a circuit of those three pretty easily, especially once you have armor. There's another little dance located in those ruins, which I will definitely be getting. Tarn dance, I do believe. There he is. I missed every single one of those hits. Some of them do have slightly higher HP than others. Kind of dependent on the area, I guess. Sometimes they're just randomly more OP. Like the one in the Tefari and jungle. How many we gonna get that time? 40 blood crystal, not bad, because we will hit old mate on the way back. No, we probably won't, because I want to go to the sorcery cave. But it's okay. But if you've enjoyed this episode, please do smash that like button. And if you're not already, consider subscribing. As this is a new YouTube channel, I could certainly handle some subs. And I'd super appreciate it. Join me next time, and we'll adventure a bit more through these exiled lands. And I hope you have an excellent day, evening, night, morning, whatever it may be, wherever you may be. Have a good one.